This is Doug Vahrenberg, and welcome back to another set of tips and tricks. And today we're here in the man cave and we're going to discuss CHIRP sonar. CHIRP is a hot new topic in the fishing industry, and a lot of people want to learn what CHIRP is all about. Well, we've been used to single frequency or dual frequency sonar for so long. Single frequency like the 200 kilohertz in your Humminbird covering a 20-degree coverage area, or 83 kilohertz covering a 60-degree coverage area. We've come to know that. But what happens in CHIRP is it is multiple frequencies being transmitted at the same time. And I'm going to use a simple analogy. Let me grab my laptop here. And we've got a virtual keyboard. The virtual keyboard, what I'm going to do is we transmit in the HELIX 12 units. 2D sonar is being chirped. What that allows you to do is to transmit a wide array of frequencies. In this unit we have from 175 kilohertz to 225 kilohertz, all being sent at the same time. I don't know all the frequencies and what the magic that happens in here, but I know we can control from 175 to 225 in the menu system. And if you watch my other videos, I show you how to set up CHIRP. That is what we call high frequency CHIRP. Medium frequency CHIRP is going to be where that 83 kilohertz, I think it's from 75 to 95. Don't hold me 100% on that because I don't remember. I haven't used that a lot. In the down imaging version, we use 200 and 455. In this, we're going to be able to do the 2D sonar in the 200 range and the 455 range. I think it's 440 to 490 in it. If you get the optional deep water transducer, which is going to broadcast it, the old adage was 50 kilohertz, you're going to be able to chirp in that range too, probably from 25 to 75, somewhere in that range. So that's low frequency. Mid frequency is going to be our 83 area. High frequency is going to be that 200, which we're doing 175 to 225. But the simple way to think about it is just like a keyboard. Traditional sonar is just sending out one single frequency. It returns and it's listening for that one frequency. That's an example of a high. We'll go over here, we'll get in the mid-range. That would be a mid-range. If we come over here, we'll get in the low range. You can hear that low tone. Remember the sonar, remember the submarine movies? That whoom, whoom. That was sonar at work. What we do with CHIRP is we broadcast a wide array. So basically it's like taking my fingers and pushing a whole bunch of keys at once. Multiple frequencies versus one single frequency. I hope that is a better analogy. It broadcasts that wide away and it listens for all those different sounds coming back. It knows the frequency it's sent out. It's going to listen for the frequencies that come back. Traditional sonar, like we've been used to, is one key. Think of it as pushing a wide variety of keys. I may have a lot more keys than that with what Humminbird's doing. They're broadcasting a lot of different frequencies. But think of low, think of medium. Sending out a wide array of sound at the same time versus a single key. And we'll go over here to high just to do an example there. You hear that more of a melody versus a single key. So it's a whole chords of different frequencies going out and coming back. Now I'm going to grab one other thing. This is kind of a simple analogy we'll set up here. Another one. We're doing that through a regular transducer from Humminbird. This is the down imaging version. 2D sonar would be through a 2D style transducer, and side imaging would be through our HDSI transducer, that big square, about the size of a dollar bill transducer. This has down imaging, and this has the 2D crystal in it. What I want to explain is, say we got 175, 176, 177, 178, 179, 180, da 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 da. It's going to send those signals out all at the same time. It's going to listen, and say it picks up this one and this one and this one and this one and this one. It's going to take that data there and display it on your unit. 176 didn't send anything, didn't get a return signal, so it's not going to display that. If we had more signals like this, it's going to pick up, it may not pick up these two. So it's going to combine these frequencies like that. And an easy way to look at that is my hands. We broadcast here, and we received over here. For them Texas fans, hook 'em horn. Say we did that. Broadcast, received. These two signals are going to be the only two that are sent and received that's going to be displayed, because the other signals got absorbed into the water or in the bottom or returned false data. That's an easy, quick way to do it. Send, receive. If I send this, receive this, bingo, we got all 5 of them. If that was the number of frequencies that we transmitted. We're probably sending hundreds of frequencies, personally, is what I'm thinking. With 175 to 225, that's, we can do, they can do decimals. I mean, CHIRP is very vast, and it takes a big unit with a lot of processing power. That's why the HELIX 12 is doing it. The ONIX can do it with an optional accessory. We've got a black box SM3000 that we can hook a CHIRP transducer. Now, the only other difference that you got to remember, and this is going to get a little more advanced, this is a high Q transducer. When it pings, it is not crisp. And that's one of the differences between transducer, CHIRP Sonar, is the cost of it is the transducer. The transmitting and the receiving part is in the unit, how it processes all that data. It's the quality of signal that goes out here and comes back. High Q transducers do a great job. Freshwater applications, probably going to be what most people are going to want to do. If you look at like Airmar, they build CHIRP transducers. They're hundreds to thousands of dollars. Those are low Q transducers that can ping that sonar in a lot crisper, higher detail. Kind of like buying a cubic zirconia for your wife or buying her a diamond. You know, cubic zirconia is cheap, diamond ring's pretty expensive. So, same analogy. They both glitter. They both look kind of the same, but they're not. And that's kind of the same thing in sonar. Cheap, the low Q transducers, you're going to tell real quick because you're going to see the cost value. You can hook a low Q transducer to a Humminbird and get that higher detail. It's all what kind of cost that you want to put into your system. So I hope that helped you learn a little bit more about CHIRP Sonar. Just remember, think of that piano hitting all the keys at once versus hitting one key at once. That's basically the biggest difference between traditional 2D sonar and CHIRP sonar. We're sending a lot of frequencies out, listening for a lot of frequencies, versus sending one frequency out and listening for one frequency. That is that is CHIRP Sonar, as simple and easy as I can explain it. I hope that helped you learn CHIRP Sonar. Check out these new units and check out the images. I mean, they're really, really interesting, great images coming from these CHIRP Sonar, and they're simple and easy to operate, just like we've always come to know from Humminbird. So, visit your local Humminbird dealer. Check out the HELIX 12. If you need a more advanced system, check out the ONIX with the SM3000. I mean, that is the premier. I mean, that is the real deal CHIRP Sonar. Thank you for tuning in to another set of tips and tricks, and I hope that helped you learn a little bit more about CHIRP Sonar and the basics of what it's actually doing inside of that Humminbird. Thank you for tuning in, and tune in next time as we go more in depth about these awesome products from my sponsors so you can learn more and get more out of your investment. Thank you, and visit your local Humminbird dealer.